In 2012, Fox was working on a concept for a DareDevil period piece movie trilogy with director Joe Carnahan, but nothing came of it. What happened? In 2003, DareDevil was not successful with critics or fans. Neither was the spin-off Elektra. A sequel for DareDevil was in the planning stages but never made it off the ground. In 2010, Fox and New Regency were looking to develop the DareDevil reboot with News Corp. It was announced later on that if Fox didn't start filming a sequel or reboot by October 10, 2012, the rights to DareDevil would return to Marvel. In 2011, Fox hired David Slade as director. He later dropped out due to scheduling conflicts. In early August 2012, Fox scrambled to find a replacement for David Slade and decided to work with Joe Carnahan. Carnahan was known for directing the remake of The A-Team and The Grey, which were both successful for Fox. The studio sent Carnahan a script for the film, which he was not a fan of. He then pitched his own take on the material, which was an R-rated action film set in the 1970s. Years later, he told the website Movie Pilot what had happened while developing the movie with Fox. What people don't realize about the DareDevil project is that the producers of the film got to me very late. They had the script that I read, and I thought that while the action was wonderful, the story didn't really have any additional bite. I suggest the trilogy as follows: DareDevil 73, DareDevil 79, and DareDevil 85, where I was going to do a kind of cultural libretto and make the music from those eras a thematic arc. The first one would be classic rock, the second would be punk, and the third would be new wave. The problem was, the option was almost set to lapse, so we made an 11th hour bid to Marvel to retain the rights for a bit longer so I could rework the script. Unfortunately, it just didn't happen. Marvel wanted the rights back. I don't blame him. He would later say that Guardians of the Galaxy used its music similarly to his trilogy concept. To help convince Fox to give them the time and money to properly develop the script, he made a stylized sizzle reel by taking clips from 2003's DareDevil and crime movies of the 1970s and 80s to show Fox the tone of what he was going for. Despite their best efforts, Fox and Carnahan were not able to meet the shoot deadline, and the property reverted back to Marvel. Marvel's Kevin Feige also opted to pass on the making of a DareDevil film. And that's the end of the trilogy development. We will never get to see Carnahan's vision. This, however, was not the end for The Man Without Fear, as within 2 years, Marvel would announce a deal with Netflix wherein they would make 4 shows: Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, and DareDevil, starring Charlie Cox, that would go on to become a huge hit. Although he declined interest by fans to work on the show, he said, "I just want to experience it, and I think that will be enough of a reward." As promising as this project was, it was unfortunately made at the wrong time. If Fox had made these films, they would have been precursors to Deadpool and Logan, both R-rated and highly successful. Perhaps everything worked out for the best.